Hello students, my name is Keaton Ott, and I'm a Wright State student in the education program, and today I wanted to read you a book. This one's called Sweety by Andrea Zuill. Let's go ahead and get started. Sweety was awkward, even for a naked mole rat. Do you think she looks awkward? She's down here in the end. Please note that naked mole rats are born without fur, but not without the love of clothes. The illustrator is grateful for this, since she didn't have to draw a bunch of highly embarrassing pictures. That's kind of silly. Her own grandmother called her a little square peg. Sweety didn't exactly know what that meant. Well, aren't you Grandma's little square peg? But she did know that she didn't always fit in. Kind of looks like they're not really chatting with her too much. Her classmates over there. Sweety could be intense. My doll's name is Ellie. She likes cupcakes. My doll's name is David. My grandma gave him to me. This is Sunshine. She wants to be a doctor. Who's your doll, Sweety? This is Warrior Princess Zorna, friend of the friendless, destroyer of evil, lover of chocolate beet cake with cream cheese frosting. Her favorite color is aubergine, and my mom made her for me. It was a little intense. And people found her hobbies a bit bizarre. Would you like to come over to my house and help me identify fungi? No, thank you. It might be fun to identify some fungi. I think he should give it a shot. Occasionally, Sweety did things that others had a hard time comprehending, like the day she gave her book report through interpretive dance. Down here, her classmates saying, "What book is this?" I think it's pretty brave to do a book report through interpretive dance. Do you think the teacher is kind of getting what's going on here? Might look a little confused. There were times when Sweety wondered what it would be like to be someone else. Someone like Deb. Deb always said the right thing and had stylish friends. Best of all, she had beautiful hair. Sweety wanted hair like Deb's. And there you can see Deb's one hair. And here's Sweety lurking in the background. She thought maybe she should try a wig. Feels itchy. Do you think a wig would be a good idea? Do you think anybody would believe that it's actually her hair? Then there were times when Sweety just felt like being Sweety. What do you guys think she's reading about? My guess would be that she's reading about fungi, because that seems to be one of her favorite hobbies. The best days were when Aunt Ruth visited. Aunt Ruth understood Sweety perfectly. She didn't think Sweety's hobbies were weird. Really, not a single one. Looks like they're doing some fungi watching and some dancing. How do you guys think Sweety feels when she gets to see Aunt Ruth and gets to dance with her and things like that? Probably feels pretty good, right? Sweety and her aunt loved going through old family photo albums. Sweety especially liked the pictures of her mom and her aunt when they were her age. So we start over here. It's Ruth and Ann, 1 month old. Ann and Ruth, 2 sassy cowgirls. And then here they are when they're age 8 and then 17. So we do some time jumping here. It's her mom and her aunt. They look like interesting people to me. Or interesting naked mole rats. On her most recent visit, Aunt Ruth talked about how she was called the square peg when she was young. Sweety was starting to understand what that meant. Aunt Ruth said that being different was one of the best things about her life, and that if you stayed true to yourself, you'd find your people. That made Sweety think. What do you guys think Sweety's thinking about? Were there really people out there for her? How would they recognize her? How would she recognize them? Was there a secret handshake she'd have to learn? She really hoped there was a secret handshake. Sweety wondered how many times she'd been close to one of her people and not known it. Do you think any of those people are one of her people? There's some interesting characters on that page. What if she stepped it up a notch? Would her people be able to spot her more easily? My name is Sweety. I like dancing, mushrooms, and rainy days. You too? Need to find your people? Maybe we're a match. Flyers are available. I don't think that guy appreciates the all that noise going into his ear. Oh, and there she's got some advertising. Or would she just seem desperate? Big sign that says Sweety. What do you guys think? Would that be too desperate to try and find your people? For now, she'd trust Aunt Ruth, continue to do her favorite things, and be herself. And maybe she'd try a couple of new hobbies just for fun. Whoa, very nice, Sweety. Oh, look at that cake. I think I would like to try that cake. After all, being Sweety wasn't so bad. Sigh. They're beautiful. In fact, could be pretty awesome. Well, aren't you a fuzzy little caterpillar? And who knew when someone else awesome might come along? Oh my gosh, isn't that the cutest little caterpillar? My name is Sandy. Your shirt is wonderful. I wouldn't mind having a shirt with a mushroom on it. I love mushrooms. My favorite is Gyromitra esculenta. It looks like a brain. Wow, she just looks like she might make a new friend real fast. Hi, Sandy. My name's Sweety. Would you like to learn a secret handshake? Yes, thank you. And that's the end. So, I have a few questions that I want you guys to think about and answer if you can. So, at the beginning of the book, Sweety's grandmother calls her a square peg. I want you guys to look at the picture and tell me how you think this makes Sweety feel. And why. There you go. All right, I'm going to ask you another question based on how Sweety feels. This time, I want you guys to tell me how you think Sweety feels while she's looking at Deb talk to her friends and while she's staring at her one hair. How do you think Sweety feels? One more question for you guys. All right, boys and girls, how do you think Sandy felt when Sweety offered to teach her a new handshake? All right, and that's all I have for you today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.